Alright, so we're here after turn 1. A lot of movement going on, but there's no combat as of yet. You can see that the elves have moved down and moved over into Lorien. Misty Mountains have moved out. Isengard's moved south. Rohan has fled to Helm's Deep. And we see that Minas Tirith is expanding. Fallen Realms have expanded. Mordor's expanded, taking up their extra territories. The dwarves have as well. This is Troy. He's running the dwarves and the elves.
Faces on YouTube.
No faces on YouTube. It's Joe. He's running Edoras and Minas Tirith. Brandon is running Misty Mountains and Mordor. And I am running the Fallen Realms and Isengard. So we're now going to do purchases for turn 2, and we'll probably see some combat at turn 2. Okay, turn 2. We have some action going on here. We'll kind of move in on some fights. We've got Moria has entered the area here with the elves, so we're going to have that fight upstairs. We've got another fight here between Eomer's army here and Saruman, so we're going to have that fight here. Now these are turn 2, so the armies are still relatively small, but we got some more movement going on. Looks like Mordor's on the move. They're coming out of Mordor now. The Fallen Realms are coming up to the south. Looks like Gondor split, sending one of their guys to aid Rohan here, and we've got the dwarves moving south to help the evil forces, hold them at bay. So we are going to film, I think the best of these fights will be this one here. So we will film the focus in on the fight between Lothlorien and Moria. Whatever, dude.
Okay, mobilizes transfix. Same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the table.
Where's
On this side is
Right here.
Galadriel
I have a protractor too.
with 4 spearmen, Haldir with
Down.
4 swordmen and 4 archers. On this side we have a cave drake. We have black shields. What are the other ones?
The other ones are prowlers.
The prowlers.
Prowlers back here. Goblins with spears. Gunbed, Black Shield Shaman, and Black Shield Captain. And this is Warg Marauder.
Okay, we're getting ready to start turn 1. There we are. End of turn 3. Elves have grown roots. They've shot over and killed one of the Blackguard over at the end as they have ventured into archery
Well,
range.
strength 5 rider.
That is the end of turn 3.
My second attack, I'm going to ride around this.
Okay, so here we are, end of turn 4. Evil forces have moved up some more. The elves have shifted to the right slightly, and a archer was taken out by the evil ward riders and their archers. And nothing was taken out by the elves, amazingly enough. Starting turn number 5. Okay, so turn 7. Bad guys are moving forward. Tried to do a heroic move. The elves countered with their own heroic move, won the roll, and have moved slightly to the right
It's immediate.
while they're still shooting at the evilness.
Well, there's so many things we missed.
Okay, so
This whole fight. So many.
end of round 7. This is the mess that is the battlefield. Shaman has burned all of his might trying to cast Tremor, which killed 2 elves. Boo-hoo. 2 more laying on the ground alive. Survived the charge from the pathetic warg. Cave Drake has killed somebody though. And this is the sad state of the elves. Getting ready to start turn 7. Okay, so the end of turn 8. The elves are still somewhat holding their ground. They're down 6. We have 4 Gundabad and 1 Prowler Pipsqueak down on the other side. And Haldir put a wound on the Cave Drake. And this will be the round that the elves flee the battlefield. So we're starting turn 9. Okay, so here we are. End of turn 9. The elves have been spanked and are down to 5 units. Haldir, Swordman, Spearman, 2 Swordmen, Galadriel. And 1 more, and they completely flee the battlefield. While evil against all right and wrong seem to win. Okay, so beginning of turn 10, elves 1 priority. Haldir fails his courage with a 3. And the last of the elves, these 5 souls, flee the battlefield, leaving it to the disgust of the goblins. First battle done.
Okay, just to sum up the final combats of turn 2, we had the battle report that we just showed up here. The goblins had won this battle, thus the remaining forces of Rivendell had to retreat here. And then we had a smaller skirmish down here, as you remember, between Rohan and Isengard. This battle we did not film, but basically what happened in this battle was Éomer brought 12 horses against Saruman, who brought 6 berserkers and a Isengard troll. They got down rather quickly in that battle. Saruman was down to 1 berserker and an Isengard troll, and they based up Saruman. It was Éomer and a rider against Saruman, so we had Éomer the Pelennor with 4 attacks on a charge and a rider with 2 attacks on a charge on Saruman, so it was 6 dice to 1 versus Saruman. Of course, Éomer threw a 6, Saruman with his 1 attack threw a 6, and it was pretty epic because we did the roll off and Saruman actually won that battle. So against all odds, Saruman held that turn. The cave troll was able to base and kill 2 more ponies, and believe it or not, Saruman won the victory that day. So it was unbelievable. Saruman should have been killed, but pulled a 5, and Éomer is now in Helm's Deep. Saruman won that area. So we are getting ready to start turn 3 here. Here's turn 3's updates. As you can see, thanks to Saruman, Isengard has the lead at 210 points, which they will add to their army builds on turn 3. So I think that Saruman's armies are going to average about 400 to 500 points now. So probably in 2 more turns we should see 600 to 700 point skirmishes going on as the campaign continues. No bonus cards have been played yet. Basically what bonus cards are is they're secondary objectives for the battlefield that you play at a skirmish that can give you points. Points can be either extra points for the next turn or extra tactical points to move your armies before other armies on the battlefield on the world map. And the third one is Rings of Power. And no one has any Rings of Power yet, but Rings of Power can either add to your overall point total if you keep the ring in the capital, or you can put them on your heroes and give your heroes extra might, will, and fate for each of the fights they're in. So we can see that the dwarves are moving south still. They're about 1 turn away from crashing into Mordor. And yeah, we've already shown this map except for the results of those 2. So we'll be ready to start turn 3 here. And turn 3 we'll probably see some more fighting over here, possibly in Mirkwood. So we might have a siege battle. Obviously Rohan and Isengard are going to mix it up, possibly Gondor, and then down here the Fallen Realms and Gondor are probably going to fight next turn as well. So we will give you an update on turn 3 as we film it in July.